Why can't you find love? How long have you really been single? Really? Having trouble finding that special soulmate? I can solve this one. Secrets of Birthdays, now live for purchase. Your love trouble? Over. All that and more at secretsofbirthdays.com. Soul Garden. Hello, welcome to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host of the universe, Christopher Witecki. And this week, your free horoscope is sponsored by yours truly. For another week, I'm offering a full hour reading. If you purchase one, I'll give you a 30-minute free follow-up. Sometime you can redeem in 2012. This is super effective with new clients because I get to touch bases with you twice in the year. It's really good for manifestation, light casting, creating strategic goals. It's a great offer. So hurry while my supplies last. And come on down to soulgarden.me. We can't say it enough. We've got an awesome community of the most remarkable souls on the planet living their brightest. We are looking for Pisces staff members, by the way, people who want to volunteer, share their Pisces perspective any way under the sun, any way that's creative to you, as long as you deliver eventually. But come on down to soulgarden.me. Check out Christopher One Feather. He is our Pisces Zodiac Director, and he has got his thumb on the fishy pulse. Now, your birthday period officially ends this week. We're in transition. As we start off on Monday, we're at 29 degrees Pisces. So Monday is a test of the ego and character you've been spending all month long working on. This is a shift for you at the last day to hold space, and it might be difficult because the moon moves into Aquarius and is focused on your subconscious. So you're going to be kind of subconsciously triggered, and you're going to have to hold composure. It's kind of easy to go off on someone on Monday, but Monday is a test day to hold space and the last day of your birthday period. Hope you had a good one. Hope you enjoy your new Ego 2.0, which is what it's been all about, right? Moving on to Tuesday, zero means zero. We're moving into the Aries state of awareness, and this means that Pisces are officially shifting topics. In the last 30 days, you have been upgrading your ego state of awareness. Now you shift to what we call soul capital. Soul capital is the part of our soul that knows our self-esteem, that owns what we are worth, and it is what we borrow against to manifest in reality. You cannot manifest $1 million if you do not spiritually believe you are worth $1 million. And there's a lot of work that goes in massaging our self-esteem, releasing what I call crazy eights in the consciousness, and holding firm for what you deserve. This is also the annual year of kind of picking what projects you want to manifest and maybe setting an income level. This is you resetting your prices. So on Tuesday, things are murky. We're in between the two zones, if you will, and you're probably feeling pretty strong and valuable, but the moon in Aquarius is still shifting your subconscious. It will be moving into Pisces next, so you're going to feel strong any second now. By the way, if you need any help, including from Zodiac Director Mr. Christopher One Feather, come on down to office hours. We offer office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays free to the community, and it is a free 15-minute little counsel with our Soulmart practitioners. It's a great way to kind of get to know us before you buy a reading, etc., and it is our community service. That's at 11 a.m. Pacific, and that is now 6 p.m. London or 9 a.m. Honolulu, going to the other points of the earth that tend to check in. Then, moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday, we are at 1 degree. Things click into gear. You're going to start to feel your soul capital. Wednesday is really about assessing what your current pricing structure is. So with Mercury retrograde, truths could come out as far as what people really think you're worth, or what people are really paying. This is also a time when you kind of assess your actual bill status. People tend to go have fun during their birthday periods, and then when they get in the soul capital transit, they start getting the bills in from Visa and go, okay. Notice this little party we got going on in Aries. This is going to all climax this weekend. The sun is conjuncting Uranus. Mercury is heading on its way for Pisces. It is retrograding, going backwards. This is going to be a dynamic shift, and not really a holy shift, because I don't know if there's anything holy about it. This is really a complete flip, and this is an awareness that may have already started with your birthday period. You might have already started to feel like you were worth more than you believed you were worth. You might already started to feel that you deserve to make more. These have not been again, this isn't going to come out of nowhere, but understanding that full perspective, bringing your whole soul onto another level and seeing yourself on a whole soul capital level, that is the countdown that we are on here with the Sun conjuncting Uranus. And it all hits this weekend. I'll tell you more about that. The moon does move into Pisces, though, on Wednesday, so emotions and ego are working hand in hand. You're going to feel charismatic. You're going to feel strong. So if you are going to do something risky with manifestation or money, you're going to have the ego to handle it. But for not long, because on Thursday, it's Light Cast Day. Right off the bat, the universe does not waste any time. Light Cast Day is a new moon in classic astrology, if you don't know, where the sun and moon come together, this time in Aries, putting this huge pull on the earth this way. Right? What this does is combine these energies into a dynamic shift. In one regard, your emotions are catching up with the whole lesson. So you're starting to feel what you're worth, or you're starting to really feel what you deserve to be worth. I can't quite tell exactly when Pisces will go through the actual change where they realize, where they pull their head out of Uranus, is how I pull it, and realize what they're actually worth. It can happen anytime between Light Cast Day and Sunday, but it is on countdown. What you want to do on Light Cast Day is fill your heart with love and at least tell the universe what you believe you are worth. Right? What you believe you are worth. So you want to light cast, you want to project it, and you want to put it out there in the universe. All right? And that's what we'll be recommending to everyone who are going to our soulgarden.me and who are in the Guardian Agency. Now, moving on to Friday. Friday, look at the Grand Trine. This did not go away whatsoever. This was from last week. This was the holy shift of last week. We are carrying through with this holy shift. The apex of the holy shift is still you thinking completely differently. Your mind being on a new level. Your mind now being in chapter 2. Starting to put pieces together of your life in a new way you hadn't put together before. This goes along with stepping away from old thinking, which is a part of what the holy shift was last week. Stepping away from old thinking. Really starting to think and see it, okay? But now with the sun on approach to Uranus, not only are you thinking differently, you're beginning to start to realize, whoa, I'm worth more, I can manifest more, I can draw on more abundance. Perhaps I was not what I thought I was born into in this particular family. There's a lot of ways of doing a quantum leap, which is what's going to happen. But nonetheless, you thinking differently is a part of it. Now, the moon is in Aries. You are feeling this. You are carrying through. Friday's a great day to get things done, to go for a job, to use some of this daring Uranus energy in your favor. Incidentally, if you're wondering what this red line is, this is a fear that you're shaking off the whole time. By stepping into this new pricing structure, you've got to step away from an old reputation, an old circle of friends, an old market. Perhaps you've been selling to a certain market and you're going to be moving to a different market. That alone can create fear, but this is fear elimination. Now, if you want a little coaching and a little companionship, don't forget we are live with SG Live on Fridays. Carolyn Nagel and myself stream at 11 a.m. Pacific. This is our webcam radio talk show. We're going to start talking about Arises now and courage. Arises and courage. That's going to be our first topic. What is courage anyways? Well, come find out. We'll get deep on it and explore. Give you tools for your toolbox. Then when we come to the weekend, I'm announcing our first annual, this new holiday. It's called Your Heads Up Uranus Weekend. That's right. Because when the sun conjuncts Uranus, I've realized what really happens is we pull our sun out of Uranus. We really see the world because we weren't seeing the world. That's the weird thing about Uranus. It always reveals something that was right under our nose, but for some reason we didn't see it. That's where your head was up Uranus. Now, that said, this whole weekend is about removing it. In other words, there's a reason why you haven't owned what you were worth. There's a reason why you didn't see it. This weekend is the unveiling of that, if it hasn't already happened. Disclaimer, it might have started as soon as Light Cast Day for those who are avid learners. It comes from the sun dead conjuncting Uranus at that fatal 4 degrees, the one that brought the stock market down in 29. Mercury has now gone back into Pisces, but is still retrograding. A big part of it is this Jupiter conjunction and with Venus and the moon. So what does this all come down to, Witecki? Well, you're going to realize, like I said, that somewhere you've had your head up Uranus, and this is why you didn't realize what you were capable of with manifestation value. It could be also even making a salary. It could be stepping out of, hey, there's nothing wrong with me, stepping away from childhood self-sabotage or self-esteem issue. But it is a quantum leap. That's how I like to look at it. And included in that is this new thinking. By Sunday, your emotions will follow through. So you're really going to start to put emotion, feeling, and thought together. So again, another quantum leap. And I would think by Sunday, too, you should be over any fears of leaving the old reputation behind. You should feel pretty darn good about that. All right, so that wraps up this quantum leap. Be sure to pull your head out of Uranus. If you want to hang out with us, we'll be chatting in the Love Lounge on Saturday, talking about where our head was. And as always, I will see you in 7 days with more. Until then, Pisces, live, love, be.